show tonight. My first guest, of course, shared his painful adolescence with us as the star of The Wonder Years. More recently, you can see him in his NBC series, Working. Please welcome Mr. Fred Savage. Fred, you know, I saw you pretty recently. I guess it was New Year's Eve.
Yes.
I'm at a Fish concert at Madison Square Garden. Everybody's twirling, spinning around like madmen, and then someone taps me on the shoulder. I mean, it's this giant sea of people, and I turn around and it's you.
Yeah.
And it just was kind of, it freaked me out a little bit because I know you've moved on, but I always think of you as the kid on The Wonder Years.
It freaked me out a little bit too because, you know, it was difficult to see you out of context, you know?
Right.
Because I didn't really have any, you know, anecdotes for you, or I didn't know really what I was going to talk to you about.
Not really, not really the place where you have like a lengthy conversation.
Yeah, but it was, I was kind of caught off guard because it was like, you know, kind of, you know, when you're a little kid and you see like, you're at the mall and you see like your teacher,
right?
You know, in school, and you don't really know how to react because you see them out of context. Not that you're a drag, like I like seeing it, you know. Like,
that's kind of how you see me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's old Mr. Phelps.
But,
by the way, where is your assignment, Savage?
My dog. I left it at home. But it was very exciting to see you, and you met my sister. He was very nice to my sister, who loves the show. You were very nice.
I wasn't too nice, I hope. Yeah, it was nice and cool.
Nice and cool.
You didn't have a girlfriend there that night, or anything. Do you have a steady girlfriend?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's nothing to cheer about. That's sort of lively.
That was all the guys cheering.
Oh,
yay!
Okay.
His life sucks too.
Yeah.
Yay! Were you?
So lonely in this group here.
Yes.
Were you? I mean, because what do you do on Valentine's Day? I mean, what's your approach to Valentine's Day if you don't have a girlfriend?
Well, Valentine's Day has never been a good day, even when I do have a girlfriend, because it always is like the beginning of the end. Valentine's Day has always been when I have a date on Valentine's Day, because it's
I've never heard
like,
anyone describe it that way.
That's exactly how it is. It's
happy
like,
beginning of the end.
It's like this great night, and we have this lots of fun. And I always, when the relationship's over, I look back and say, boy, that was really the last great time we had together. So I end up hating Valentine's Day.
You have a sad and miserable life, I see.
Yes, I do.
So I mean, so this Valentine's Day, what'd you do?
I just didn't want to do any. Like, I just don't like doing anything when you don't have a date. So I just wanted to like sit at home and, you know, like rent Say Anything, you know, and like eat some ice cream.
This is getting worse and worse.
This is what I do, you know. So my friend called me up and was like, hey, let's go out, you know. And I said, oh, I don't want to go out and have a date. He's like, no, you know, it's a big night to go out and meet girls, big singles night. And here I felt so silly because I just thought Valentine's Day was for couples.
Right.
I apparently had it all wrong, you know.
Or your friend is an idiot.
Yeah, I think that's what he is.
Yeah. Okay. And his name is?
But he, so I'm feeling really guilty in the car ride home. I get really nervous because I don't want to be out on Valentine's Day with a guy at dinner, you know, like, it sounded like a great idea, but as I was driving, I was realizing I just didn't want to be there, so I got to the restaurant, I'll just be like, you know, listen, I just want to go home, I don't want to deal with it, and I walk in and he's got two girls sitting with him at the table. He's like, oh, you know, we've been waiting for you.
This is great. He brought two women.
Well, yeah, but I was not in the mood at all, so I sat down, and it turns out these two girls, you know, whenever I'm with this guy, he's a really nice guy, but strippers always come into the equation somehow when I'm with him. So these two girls turned out to be strippers, you know?
Was that clear right away that they were strippers?
Well, no, well, you know, there was like the innocent, like,
Did she spin around a pole on her way to say hi? It's nice to meet you. Woo!
Well, she didn't have a wallet. She's got all her money in her belt.
Right.
But I was, you know, what do you do? And oh, I'm a dancer, and oh, that's really interesting. And then they go to the bathroom, and I guess my friend knew them, or I think he recognized them from like Vegas. And so
does your friend see a lot of strippers?
He does.
It's always a sign when you're with somebody and they meet someone, they're like, I've seen her in a strip joint.
Yeah, well, apparently they were old friends, you know, and so they invited him back to the table. So look, I didn't want to be out to begin with, let alone now with girls, with strippers, and so...
This sounds like hell, buddy.
Well, I don't want to...
No, your story is like, I didn't want to be out at all.
I didn't
Then
want...
these beautiful women with perfect bodies.
They weren't that beautiful. They were like, you know, and like the guys from the restaurant were like, you know, would you like to buy a rose for the lady? And I was like, no. And so like, then there was like the photographer there to capture the romantic evening of the lovebirds. You know,
Photographer for the Enquirer. No
yeah,
doubt.
exactly. And
that's really a picture.
That's all I need is like me with like, you know, a cocktail and a stripper. You know, like happy Valentine's Day.
You handing her the $100 bill.
It was just terrible. So that was my Valentine's Day.
Now, what's your living situation? Is this your roommate or something? This guy?
Well, no, I do have roommates. I just moved into my first apartment.
Oh, good for you.
So I'm living with two of my friends from high school, and it's kind of a big thing for me because it's a big send-off, you know, leaving home. And you know, Mom gave me, you know, lots of baked goods and toilet paper, and my dad gave me a tool chest. And I thought that was the real kind of like graduation to manhood. Was Dad gave me this tool chest, like you're on your own, you know, enter the world armed with your socket wrench, you know, and you'll be fine, you know.
Right,
so
right.
I've taken it upon myself to fix things now, to make Dad proud, you know, to be the man he's always wanted me to be. And so our toilet broke, and so I thought this was the key opportunity for me to
go and fix the toilet.
tinker with the toilet.
Right.
And so
wait, you just wanted to play with the toilet. You didn't.
You know, it's really fascinating how I don't know if you know how toilets work. I'm not going to go into it now, but really, if you guys have some time, it's just a screwdriver.
We're running out of time.
It's really incredible.
I've never seen someone like, let me tell you about toilets, all right?
Oh, well,
People think toilets are nothing.
Let me tell you, it's kind of hard. You know, I had to find some parts for the toilet, you know?
What was wrong with the toilet?
It was the ball cock valve, actually, which was
If you're going to talk like that, you can leave, my friend. You don't need... What valve is that?
It's like the lever that shuts it off and lets it know when there's enough water in the tank, you know?
Lets it know. You're like,
it's all
not a computer in there.
No, but it's all very...
Must alert,
a lot
bowl.
of cantilevers, and it's very exciting inside a toilet. But what's even more exciting...
I want to take that quote out of context. It's very exciting inside a toilet, said Fred Savage.
So I went to... this was really amazing for me. I went to Home Depot. I'd never been there before.
It's pretty amazing. I've been there.
It's huge. It's inconceivable how big Home Depot is. And I felt...
You want a drink of water?
I think...
I heard someone get... It's so funny you talk about the strippers and you're like, strippers. Home Depot.
But hardware... But it's like awesome, and I felt like such a man. It's surrounded by plywood and caulking guns, and anything you would want is in Home Depot.
It's all there, baby.
Yeah, so I spent some time there and got the thing, fixed the toilet, and now I've convinced I'm a plumber. You know, I plumb. I fix...
You should use that in a bar. What do you do?
I plumb.
I plumb.
But the
plumbers are going to use that now.
Is that Home Depot, the one near me...
Are you trying to get free stuff sent you from Home Depot?
No.
That's what it sure sounds like.
I don't need it anymore because I told my dad, and I think he was so excited. I talked to him yesterday, and he bought me stock in Home Depot now. So not only am I like a customer, I'm a part owner of the establishment. So I'm very excited to go back now with this kind of new vested interest. I can't just admire it. I have to really make sure it's running smoothly. And and the other thing is it's open 24 hours.
Okay, you are obviously on the take from these people.
No, so
and they have them in all your convenient areas.
I'm going to open up some more. But like, you know, if you're not doing anything like 4 in the morning, you know, what are you going to go do? Home Depot.
Yeah, if your friend has some hot chicks he wants you to hang out with, and you want to get the hell away from that.
Yeah, no.
Home Depot, man.
Home Depot. So I'm excited to be a handyman. Okay. Because I'm not a real, you know, kind of, you know, Marlboro man, guy's guy, you know. So,
oh yes, you are.
Well,
when it comes to fixing toilets, you're the Marlboro man.
I have a blister actually, which I'm very excited about. But I feel like now I'm more of a man that I'm a fix-it guy.
Well, we're going to take a break so you can calm down. We got to get off this whole Home Depot thing.
Man,
he's about to pass out. Oh. You've got your directorial debut is coming up on Working. We'll look forward to that. Thank you very much for coming. You're one of my favorite guests. You're a great guy. Fred Savage, everybody. He's a great guy to talk to. You always bring the goods. Now, folks, Gary Marshall is coming up in just a moment, but first a reminder that tonight's show is brought to you in part by Budweiser. That's right. Like I'm going to give you some, yeah. Brought to you by Budweiser, who want you to know that now is the perfect time to enjoy a brewery fresh, Beechwood-aged Budweiser.
Now?
No, actually, no. That's not a good time for a brewery fresh Budweiser.
Hey, how about now?
No, that's really not a good time either, Guy.
Now is now a good time for a brewery fresh Beechwood aged Bud.
Yes, it is.
Woo, yeah! Yeah! Where do you start on this guy, huh?